Are we alive again? I think we're alive again, right? Here we go. Isn't there a low character data thing here? I thought there was like a load appearance data. I'm not sure where it is though. I can't remember the button is for load appearance data. Because I definitely I saved my delete character. No. The save appearance data, which I've... Oh, it's not on here anymore. Oh, I guess because I swapped PCs. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, I don't have it on here. I guess I'd have to try and fish out old screenshots. Rip. Never mind. I can't show what my elf used to look like. I could recreate her. I remember perfectly what she looked like, but it's just a bit of a pain. Yeah, one time you ever got food poisoning was eating steak and eggs at a chain restaurant. You never had steaks and eggs since. You got food poisoning, steak and eggs? Man, what the fuck do they do to that? It must be some of the hardest food to fuck up. I don't think I've ever... I've never had like proper food poisoning, like the 4-day like absolute eject button style. I've had food where I've like later that evening, like you wake up at 2 AM and your stomach's going like, hey buddy, you're about to have a bad time. Do you remember which face you used? No, let's have a quick look. I can probably find out. I mean, they've changed the faces since I last seen it, actually, now I think about it. I can probably work it out, though. I can probably work it out. Maybe this one. No, it doesn't look quite right. It wasn't... Did I make a dusk right? Let's look at the faces. I think I did. Tall. I don't think I did. Let's have a quick look. No, I don't think so. So she wasn't a dusk right, she was a wildwood then. Maybe with the right eye color and stuff, I'd recognize it. She was like bright greeny or something. That. She had freckles. She had... What hairstyle did she have? I'm trying to remember exactly how she looked. It makes it easier just to recreate her. Ah, that was the hairstyle that she had at the time. The hair color was... There we go. Yeah, that's looking similar now. Similar. She looks similar to this. Like, I'd have to fuck around with the, like, eyebrows and stuff for a little bit, but... You slept on the bathroom floor the first night. Oh, no. Oh. You're in the fetal position, to get out for 4 days. That was, like, proper blam and food poisoning. Yeah, like, I've been very fortunate I haven't had that. The freckles, I think the freckles look nice. I think it's because in this game, the faces are quite flat. There's no, like, you don't really get, like freckles or bumps in general, right? So, and the sort of beauty spots, moles or whatever, look very painted on. But the freckles, the only thing that looks a bit more natural, because they look a bit like more faded into the face. You need like a few more blemishing options, I think, just to sort of make the faces feel a little bit more bust size. Whoop. Although Ellison's aren't that chesty in the first place, like the difference between like actually when you do it like that, it's actually quite big. That must be very disturbing. You're sitting there like, what the fuck is wrong with my chest? What do you mean meow? What do you mean meow? Yeah, what do you mean meow? What's going on? What news do you bring from the outside world? What news do you bring? Anything exciting? A succulent Chinese meal? This is democracy manifest? I remember I had dark lipstick on my character as well. I got lipstick on my button here, actually. She has lippy on. Honestly, as much as I love the elf, and she was fun, and take your hand off my peanuts. Like, I think Bunny, I think Bunny came out really well. I think her skin tone just looks lovely. Like, it works really well in lots of, like, lighting situations as well. The hair also looks nice. I love the ears too. Looks nice. What we got here? Veracity. Oh, it's this one. You love gas station hot dogs? What? That seems like the most risky thing in the world. I had an Indian once before that absolutely slayed me for an entire night. Alright, floor 100. Luckily, nothing happened yesterday, so we're back to exactly where we were. Because I just stopped and I didn't stream, right? Alright. Here we go. Buzz, no buzzing noises. I must keep an eye on the bees. The bees. Oh god. So with Bethan here, it reminds me, we were playing Sea of Thieves last night. And you can do some, I don't know if you guys have played Sea of Thieves in a while, but you can do some really fucking funny things with like the hook shot and buckets of sick. So we were just munching like, it was me, Bethan and Ollie, we were just munching like grubs, puking into buckets, and then out of nowhere like Bethan would like hook me with the hook shot and it'd just fly halfway across the fucking map. Yay! Then get covered in puke and then land in the ocean. It was wonderful. Oh, Sea of Thieves is a funny game. Oh, and I actually hit a guy directly in the forehead with a cannonball as we were doing ship-to-ship combat yesterday as well. We chase after this guy who's got a treasure chest, and we're shooting over, and I fire this one cannonball, and it whistles over and just goes, bong, and he just dies. It's like, ooh, ouch. That'll do it. You've gone deaf? Rip. I mean, I guess the equivalent of gas station hot dogs is, I guess Greg's sausage rolls and stuff? I always get a Greg sausage roll before I get a tattoo. It's like a tradition at this point. They are quite nice, though. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I didn't eat any cock. Come on, Bunny. Shove your face full of cock. There we go. Did you do it, Avarice? Did you do it? Or if you want, after I've done this floor set, I can have a look at how the item looks on my bunny, and then you can make a decision that way as well, if you prefer. Oh, you know how I was calling everyone peasants the other day with my gill? I've made another 10 million since then, by the way. I now have like 72 million gil or something. I just need to pick it up. Please, this is Queen Bunny. You will respect her. She can buy out your entire house and make you homeless. Please don't be a mimic. Oh, flight. Nice. Thank you. Oh, fucking... It's the bird from behind with the steel chair. What an asshole. Yes, make me homeless, mummy. Taking Findom to a new level. What's your fetish? I really hope someone buys out my house and makes me poor. Kawaii ugu. You're letting Screen do that for you. I guess because you've unsubbed, right? You're letting the house go. Honestly, there's one thing I'm glad I don't actually own a house in this game. I think one, it's bullshit. That happens in the first place. Fuck right off. At the very least, you get your money back though, don't you? I think, from what I've heard. You get like 80% of the money back when that happens. So it's not like it's a complete wash, but I just don't like the idea of like I love the game, but I also love the idea that I could just unsub without worry. Like, not worry, you know what I mean? I don't appreciate them tying that to it. It's I find it a bit aggravating. More Overlord, you say? Sure. Overlord has some banging intros and exits, actually. It's really good. One of my conditions is universal housing. We rise, comrades. I would like that too, actually. I'm hoping that WoW is going to kick them in the ass a little bit. And again, as I keep saying, it is good that these two MMOs will compete and make each other look bad. That is nothing but a good thing. And I find it really annoying to go like, oh, WoW isn't better at doing that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and that's okay. That's okay. FF14 is better than WoW at a lot of other things. And that's okay too, because they make themselves better. Stop drawing picket lines. Both games are good. Stop being weird. You agree entirely. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's neither of these companies are your friend either. Like knock it off. They make products you want to buy and enjoy. And if you want the products to get better, you want them to make each other look bad. That is the point. Because companies do not like being shown up. Our product should be good. Oh, our competitor's product does this thing better than we do. And our players are saying that that's bad, and we look bad. We need to improve to make that better. Everybody wins. Nobody loses in this situation. It's a good thing. I think the real thing is stop making an entire game your entire identity. It's like, again, it's the same with the weed people. Stop making weed your entire identity. It makes you lame. Have a personality outside of your hobby. I mean, the real personality is getting muscle biker mummy in Genshin. That's the only personality you need. TBH. Preach. I saw a really funny little comic thing earlier, which is 3 abyss monsters staring at Biker Mummy, Sitlali, and Mimic, and Xilonen. And they obviously they copy their looks. Xilonen doesn't look bothered. Sitlali's like starting to cover her eyes because the Mavica one is starting to undo her fucking zip at the front. And Mavica's like, ah! And that, Mavica, is what you get for wearing a silly outfit. Oh, a free strength. That zipper's got a pinch. Oh, imagine getting that caught in your nipple. Yeesh. Ouch. I assume she's got some undies on, because that would be unpleasant otherwise. And sweaty. You've immersed yourself in your live 2D project anyway. You put legs in your model yet? Oh, nice! How's it coming along in general? Is it quite difficult to, like, do? Hello, kitty. You're a dummy. Are you sitting at the bottom of my chair? You want me to run you over with wheels? Yeah? It's a very sensible place to sit there, kitty. Oh yeah, she's gonna get some flap in that, yeah. She's gotta be careful. Maybe that's the powers of being an Archon. You don't get any like chub rub, but you don't get sore nips, and you don't catch any flappy bits in your. That's the real secret. Anime clothes. It's like Samus, man. No way is Samus running around with the Zero Suit with that thing going right up her ass. It doesn't look very comfortable. Also, if you've never seen it, I highly recommend everybody. I highly recommend everybody watch Overlord Season 1. If you like MMOs, you should all watch Overlord Season 1. I wouldn't bother with any of the rest of it, but Season 1 is absolutely peak. It's so fun. It's basically an isekai of what happens if a guy who's like in a pay-to-win MMO gets stuck into an MMO and keeps all his knowledge. It's really fun watching the guy go full out on like a load of the like in-universe inhabitants and stuff. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna break all this like pay-to-win shit and just absolutely rip you guys to pieces. It's really funny. Plus, you know, Ainz is a cool character in general. And it has the Succubus Albedo, who's also fun, even though she is completely insane. Oh god, this is the bee. This is the bees. The bees will start to appear. Bees! Bees! Difficult, tedious, and you lean back and look at the whole thing like, I am God. I bet it, yeah, I bet. I mean, I'm guessing that's also why people tend to pay other people to do it right, because it must be really fucking hard. And slow. But well done you for doing it. I really look forward to the result. I have a vested interest in the result. I'm really curious. Renna, the lady that sings on these videos for Falcone, is really, really good. I think she's got a great voice for this. Ooh, a new strength. Anything in this room I can pull back in here? Yes. I'll come back for that strength after a couple of pulls in. It's funny because we have to go through essentially like nothing burger bosses for quite a long time now. The bosses are not really the threat for a good 50 floors. The enemies are though. And the fucking bees. Do 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 do. The scene from my favorite Martian, but fancy anime mummy. I don't think I've seen my favorite Martian. I kind of love Marvika. I do wish she wasn't using her bike to attack though. Transport, sure, but I kind of wish she had like more fiery, phoenixy style attacks or something. I don't know, like a more fire motif. Oh, I have seen that. The one with Doc Brown. Yes, I have seen that. I saw it at the cinema with my dad. Holy shit! I haven't seen that in whenever the fuck that came out. Holy crap! I remember it now. And was it he chewed different bubble gums or something to like look human or something? Was that it? Or was that something else? Hey Joe, yo dude. How's it going, my dude? A new steel? Sure. The steel will definitely protect us from getting bead. It was 1999. God damn. I was either 10 or 11, depending. Oh, fucking hell. Lord Iron, so kawaii. I was thinking what would happen if you get transported to, like, your main MMO as, like, your character. I guess I'd be alright. I'd be a up to 350-year-old bunny girl, but what we got here, Fortune? Plus, you know, walking demigod. Could be worse. You made an L's and a bomb? Go for it. Spam me. Spam me. Oh, it's the theme song of the world's worst mother. Excellent. Yeah, and I always thought my relationship with my mum was complicated. Fucking hell. Bees! Bees! Let me just deal with this a minute. Fucking bees! I have the fear of this fucking bees now. Ah, bees! Alright, let's have a look. Not the bees! Right. Oh, that bunny's super cute. But can I suggest? Give her freckles. Do it. Give her freckles. She looks super cute with freckles. Bun has freckles. Freckles are the best. You can't see them on Revy very easily, but she's got freckles as well. There you go. There you go. Because you got darker skin, it's hard to see, but... You bought a quite expensive full chrome replacement part, installed it, bricked the motor. No, what happened? How come? And this is the Elif, is it? Elif's cute too. They're both really cute. They're both very, very cute. I'm biased though. I kind of love the bunny noses as well. And the floppy ears look lovely. I think the elf is stunning. I think the bunny is cute. It's cute. I think they're both very, very good though. I think you can go wrong with either. I don't think you can go wrong with either. I mean, the thing is, if you like the proportions of the elf, you also get the bonus of bees! You also get the bonus of hats, so... I'd say test the bunny out with freckles as well, though. See what you think. Freckles are like a patrician's tier. Hey, you got the rage back. Nice. Fuck this squirrel, using arm's length, fuck this squirrel. I used arm length at the wrong time. Oh no, I didn't. I used it. Correct time. Now the squirrel can do nothing. Eat shit, squirrel. So how is making the clothes harder, Holly, than the model itself? Like, because you've got to rig the clothes to like naturally bounce around the model, right? If I understand that correctly. Bees! Bees! You reckon it's gonna be easier? Oh, okay. I would have thought that would have been tricky a bit, actually. Why am I kiting this? I don't need to kite this. What I do need to do is respect the bee, because it will just fuck me in the ass otherwise. Come here, bee. I have a raising, actually, I just realised. I must have got a free one, so... Freckles added. Change the hair so her face isn't in. Let's have a look. Let's look at the freckles. Oh, the freckles are great. Freckles are great. Yeah. That adds a layer of cute. Adds a layer of cute. I like the freckles though. I think that looks nice. I think that's very cute. I think Bun is the superior choice, but Elf gets you hats. I was so happy when they said they were adding the Viera, because I've always enjoyed them since FFTA. There's you've got Reitz and her Viera, like Commander Riker Viera. I can forget what her name is. I'm gonna call her Commander Riker. So Commander Riker Viera is like really fun to build in FFTA. And the bunny girls in that are really cool. And I was like, oh, I wonder when we're gonna get, you know, bunny girls in other FF games. Rigging a full new body hard. Something only morons like me do. Rigging clothes easy, bigger pieces, nice cuts along seams, easy mode. Damn, I'd have thought that bees. Ah! I would have thought the entire thing would have just been a fucking nightmare. I am very eagerly anticipating seeing it. I really am. I'm looking forward. Hopefully I won't miss your, your debut on this one. I can pop in and say hello. If the heart wants elf, maybe elf is the way forward. If you love the elf and the elf is very cute, don't necessarily go on what's easy to glamour. Go on what character sort of sings to you. I think because ultimately an MMO character is an extension of your play. Your character, how you want to represent yourself to the world inside the MMO. And if that's what you want, then I think that's the right choice. I think that's completely the right choice. Do on YouTube have it saved here? That's a great idea actually. Probably backed up. Bees! Not the bees. Oh my god, there's bees everywhere! Fucking bees! Fuck off, bees. Forbidden to mention on Twitch to show the rest. Oh my goodness. That sounds devious and diabolical. I mean, worst comes to worst. Fantasia's a cup of coffee, you know what I mean? If you're not too keen, then just get another one. What else we got here? Staff roll remix from Kumu. Bangin', let's go. Another steal? Fucking A. Oh wow. Thank you, squirrel. Just fuck me up, why don't you? Taking a lot of damage. Taking an awful lot of damage, what the hell? Oh shit, there's another one. Oh fuck. I think there was another squirrel there. I think I must have double pulled and didn't realize. I was wondering why I was taking so much damage. I was like, shit, this is just one dude. I mean, it's fine. I've got raising up. I wasn't too worried, but would have been a dumb way to die. Okay, yeah, just fine. Just spit on my face and stomp on my balls, why don't you? Jesus Christ. What's that, steel? Sure. Oh, wait a sec. There's now a grace period on Fantasia, so you can go into game, test things out. Yeah, that's actually really nice. So you can actually go... I'd always go check out the End Shadowbringer one with Emmett. You know, the cutscene. Because that's one of the more dramatic ones. With lots and lots of different face expressions. Vomiting, crying, people getting blammed. Because that's lots and lots of really good facial stuff in there. Plus, one of my favourite scenes in the entire game. Bees! 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 Meow, meow. Grey Banani? Oh, let's have a look at the Grey Banani. I wish we could make hair color and eyebrow color separate. I think that would allow for more interesting combinations. I hope that's something they change eventually. Grey looks nice. Yeah, grey looks nice. But no, again, I'm just biased. I think the bunnies are just really cute. I don't know, man. I used to Fantasia a reasonable amount before the bunnies came out, and then I haven't swapped since. Like, I'm just like, no, I peaked. We saw it. We always use the Vault. That's a good one, actually, as well, yeah. That's another good one. It's always funny. Every so often, my YouTube recommends me the Vault, Like it's like a fresh load of noobs have gone through the vault just to get fucking traumatized. And my YouTube's like, here, watch some people get fucking mauled emotionally for the next 20 minutes. I'm like, alright. At first you had my curiosity. Then you had my attention. The story in this used to be so good, innit? There used to be so many good scenes. I really hope they'll get their shit together. I am somewhat more hopeful after the latest story patches that there's something interesting happening, but we need personal stakes again. Like that's the big problem at the moment. There's no personal stakes. They need to sort that out. I mean, if they ever hurt Shale, my beloved, I love that woman. And if anything ever happens to her, I will go to war. So maybe that would get me invested, I don't know. They just need to add some drama and like conflict and interesting stuff. I don't want to see fucking Wook Lamau and her fucking useless ass like coming of age story. I'm sorry, I don't care. I'm not interested. It doesn't interest me. I don't play this to watch somebody else have fun. That is the best way I can describe it. Oh, is there enough dudes here? No, of course not. Of course not, let's just pull everything. We can go this way. I might be able to avoid this. Let's find out. Oh no, he's walking. It's quicker just to kill him. It's literally quicker to kill him. Never mind the lack of conflict, I wanted it to be a wacky summer vacation shenanigans. Yeah, like, I think having half of it being that would have been fine, followed by an actual, like, proper conflict. The problem is, what we get is, do you want to build a car bomb while listening to, like, Hakuna Matata and other stupid shit like that? And I'm just like, bro, I just want to fucking have an interesting story, and, like, you're just not providing that in any way, shape, or form. Like, you just need to get your act together. Seriously. I don't know what's gone wrong. I don't know where Ishikawa's gone, if they locked in the basement or something, but please bring her back and just make her, like, write stories. Do not let her do anything else. Scam her. she gets scammed into the basement until she's finished. Yeah, the real conflict was the story problems, yeah. She got promoted. Oh no, she needs to get demoted. Immediately. Oh my god, this is a terrible room. Not in here though. Yeah, the first bit of the first dungeon was alright, actually. Winning a sandcastle contest against Bakul Jar Jar. So the stuff with Bakul Jar Jar could have been interesting. I think they should have flexed the Warrior of Light a bit more as well. I think, like for me, like some of that should have been done. Ah, landmine! We're basically AO's equivalent of a fucking nuclear warhead. Like, you put us in interesting situations. I don't want to say what, but one of the most interesting bits about one of the Endwalker bits was how a bad guy basically understood the problem of they can't hurt us, but that doesn't mean they can't hold our friends hostage. And I found that was a really cool scene in general. It's in the universe. They're alluding to the fact that they understand that like what you are at the same time as understanding you have weaknesses, but it's not your physical weaknesses. And I think that's a good way of writing that. That's nice. He said here, play this really slow fucking fight as Wook Lamau. Like, Jesus Christ, please help me. No, don't hurt the bandits. No, we just need to, we can't hurt the bandits. We can't literally, Erenvale, shut the fuck up, man. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna wear these bandits' teeth as a necklace. Like, be silent. How many things have I got? 1 minute. Okay. Let's bin this dickhead then. Kill the Red Hair Catboy, see if I care. I want more stuff like, if you haven't done it, I don't want to spoil stuff particularly, but I want more stuff like, I would love an arc of like, especially after we've just done a load of stuff, like the Dark Knight quest, right? Where we're just fucking fed up with dickheads wanting stuff. And just going off on a like, you know, like the act 2, if you like, of a hero's path where you've just gone off the rails a bit. I want my Warrior of Light to go get fucking drunk and start a brawl fight and like start like having like Barneys with our friends who are trying to like, no, come back, like, no, you know, remember the good times you had together. I'm like, fuck off, man. I'm done with your shit. I've saved the world. Leave me the fuck alone. I would love that. It'd be amazing. Give me some of that. I think a lot of people liked Bakul Jar Jar because of the, you know, implication that he was a big, he would be a good lay. I know how many times I saw that on Twitter. It was ridiculous. Oh, he's got 2 heads. Does that mean he's got 2 penises? Quite good. My steel runs out in a bit, but I think we'll be fine. Yeah, Dadcrid comes out and like we get into a fucking fist fight with Dadcrid, and because even though he doesn't have like crazy god powers, he's still hardcore and he just beats the shit out of us. And he's like, "Sort your shit out, for fuck's sake." Then walks off as we're like sitting in a puddle of our own blood and piss after getting too drunk. Ugh, leave me the fuck alone, Thangrid. You're a disgrace, Warrior of Light. Look what happened to you. Ugh, leave me the fuck alone, man. 8 legs, 7 vaginas. Maybe more. Imagine. Okay, thanks, Grimsby. I think they could have done some fun stuff. I think they could have almost done a Dr. Manhattan style, starting to disassociate from the rest of your peers kind of thing. The more you find out about your old self, like, you know, the more that, like, the more that you start, like, not being able to, like, sort of associate with your colleagues anymore, and like needing someone to bring you back. I think that could be fun, like not an anti-hero arc, but certainly like a more dour arc, like with stuff going on. I think that could be quite fun. Boom, 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 boom. What else we got here? Emerald Weapon. We've done that already recently. Song of Storms. Intensive Symphatic Metal version, Song of Storms, hit me. Yes, well, Shadowbringers has, dare I say it, stakes. I love me some stakes. It means I get invested in the story. 2 things I love. If you're going to make an overpowered main character, flex that shit. It's fucking awesome. Warframe's pretty good at that, for example. Shadowbringers is incredible at it. The newest patch is really good at it. One of my favorite things about the new patch, I wired up the entire city's electrical grid into this one zap. Your character just get blammoed and you stand back and going like, not enough gun, you little motherfucker. Like, that's a great scene. It works, it's fun. It's fun, like great, more of that. Do that kind of stuff, it's great. Like, if you're gonna do that, lean into it. Lean into it hard. A solo adventure going on some Meteor quest to observe life, feeling increasingly isolated, and the end being reminded of humanity. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, right? Just as a fair warning, I'm gonna say something spoilery-ish. I'm gonna be as vague as I can, but if you haven't seen it yet, or you want me to shut the fuck up, tell me in the next 30 seconds. I'll just leave that there a sec. I'm still gonna be pretty vague, but just as a fair warning. Alright, no one said anything. Cool. So the thing is, right, you find out you're one of the, you're one of the council, or what was essentially, and you're a new version of that. You are not like everyone else. I mean, Emmett quite literally says, what's the word he says word for word? Oh sure, you tower above the others of your ilk, or ill-begotten ilk, I mean, even Emmett, before even getting put together, recognizes your sheer power. And that's another good scene. He talks about that. And the thing is, it's not a story that shies away from the fact that your character's strong. And I like that. It works well. You've got more of your soul put back together than everybody else. You are already powerful. Your previous self was already like an incredibly powerful creation. And you're slowly and surely putting yourself back together with more and more of yourself to the point where you're becoming less like everybody else and more like one of the old creatures. That should have an emotional and detrimental impact on your Warrior of Light's mental health in a way. You are not like everybody else, and some of the story could be interesting in how do you deal with that? How do you deal with the fact that you are some ancient ghost? You're not even yourself anymore. You are someone else. And a lot of your powers come from the fact that you are the traveler, you know. And you even met the previous version of yourself, like a previous version of the seat that was held. There's lots of stuff that's happened. Aren't we over half? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. 8 or 9? 9/13th? Stop praying for Warrior Light, they're going too strong. Yeah, literally, right? But the strength is almost besides the point. Like, yes, obviously, MMO character strong. And I like the fact they address it. It gets a bit silly in WoW sometimes, where you're, I need to heal here, because that toad can be a bit dangerous. It gets a bit silly in some MMOs, like WoW's pretty bad for this, like, yes, you're just a strong mercenary. It's like, bitch, my character is the strongest warlock on the fucking planet. I literally, in a quest, enslaved a pit lord in 3 seconds flat. That is absolutely bananas. You would make Jaina Proudmoore look shit. Like, you should address that as a thing, rather than just going, oh, it's just gameplay and story disassociation. Like, no, roll with it. It's fun. Like, incorporate that. Make that interesting. And FF's really good for that. It really does. Even Dawntrail is really rolled into the fact that when you step up to bat, other characters start going, oh shit. You are the trump card sometimes, which in Dawntrail you fucking shouldn't have been. We could have solved this, like, half of the entire problem in about 3 seconds, but never mind. But that's an interesting thing. But again, the real thing now is to run with that. Like, I seriously want an asshole arc where our characters just like starting bar fights with people because, I don't know, maybe they're starting to disassociate with people. Like, they start emitting a bit. Like, I'm more real than the rest of you. Like, and how do I deal with that? And of course, that's not the truth, of course. Obviously, the real truth is everybody is real, and, you know, that's not how this works. But it'd be interesting for the character to sort of have that happen to them and start having a bit of stuff. I think they'd be too sort of worried to do that. I want a solid Snake Saga, right, where the Warrior of Light, like, the game skips 2 years or 3 years, and we're, like, sitting there on some island off of Lenoskia by ourselves, right, fishing. Solid Wall, we need you back. I don't do this anymore. I'm retired, remember? We need you back. Liquid Emmet has returned. It's not my problem anymore. I don't do this. I retired, remember? One more mission. Come on, how good would that be? I'd love it. This is probably also why I don't write for video games. I mean, thing is, I think the in Heavensward, I think when playing it, the Warrior of Darkness plotline was quite poor, if I'm going to be honest. It didn't make an awful lot of sense. It was messy. It wasn't told very well. Retrospectively, Shadowbringers fixed it, and now I think it's fantastic. It's really interesting that the additional information given works really well. I think that really, really helped. And you're right, it's awesome because, yeah, they get a party together to try and kick your ass because they can't do it. I mean, there's multiple times where they just go like, this character's a problem. We need to deal with it. One more mission, Agent Bunny. One more mission. Fine, one more then I'm done. We need you to return to Outer Heaven. Somehow, Varus returned. How is this even possible? Varus is dead. That's why the Dark Knight questline is awesome, because when the reveal happens and you realize that you've been beating the shit out of people and like starting fights, it's so good. It's so good. The conflict is so interesting. Yes, that would happen. You're sick of stupid peasants asking you for stuff. I saved the fucking goddamn world. I saw a load of my friends die. Why am I dealing with your stupid problems and your fucking fetch quests? Eat shit and die. It's a great questline. Great questline. Absolute banger of a questline. Again, it's cool. Like, Warframe does it as well. Where there's a couple of quests in Warframe where the enemy's talking to you and they say, like, you know, the Warframe, the Tenno in the Warframe is... It might as well be a planet-destroying weapon. We cannot deal with this without treating it as that. This needs to be dealt with, and this needs to be dealt with effectively. You will send multiple ships, you will send multiple armies to deal with this problem. It's cool, it's a fun storytelling. It's addressing the fact that it's putting gameplay and story together. Where you're literally killing thousands of things in one mission. That would be a problem. There's only like canonically like, you know, a handful of Tenno left, but that's all they need. Yeah, like the science stuff's really good generally. Like, I think they do a pretty good job. I mean, again, looking at Shadowbangers, as the old saying goes, like, Shadowbangers also works because there's lots of times where it doesn't matter how powerful you are, and they address the fact that your ongoing strength. You're getting ill. You're getting ill. You're weak. You're vulnerable, and the people around you are in a terrible situation. Look at Tesleen. Like, what a fucking cutscene. As strong and powerful as you are, you're just not there to deal with it. You're in the wrong place, and you just have to watch the consequences play out. Actual issues, actual drama, like an actual consequence to a situation. The great moment in Stormblood where you mind meld for Dota, lady, you've not begun to experience what trauma is. Yeah. It's like, I got you, fam. Also, I would love, I don't think I'll ever do it, but I would love if Warrior of Light would meet Asm or get some of their memories back, like starting to have traumatic flashbacks of the end of days and other stuff, and how that would affect them. Like the echo suddenly starts echoing them. I mean, how interesting would that be? You get a flashback, you're like, oh well, whose memories am I seeing this time? Spoiler, it's yours, and you're just starting to see some of the world's worst shit, and you're like, oh man. And you go on a little journey to deal with that. There's so many little avenues they could take. They say they've kind of done with like the Zodiac and Highland stuff, but there's so much more that can be worked around. I think I'd be kind of shocked if they haven't got the memo that people didn't like Dawntrail's story, frankly. I'd be absolutely fucking shocked if they didn't get that memo. But and look what ones were the most popular, Shadowbringers, and look at what worked, you know. But we'll have to see. Do you know what would be extra spicy, by the way, right? Do you know what would be? You meet Asm. Yeah, you meet Asm. They're the same, you have the same face, but no extra bits. So if you're a bunny, no a bunny is, you have human ears, you know. If you're a Lalafell, you're regular size, but you have like similar features. Like, and using some of the like fucking Square Enix coffers to actually make that work would be very, very cool. Need to get rid of that slime. Slime's the problem. I mean, to the point we know that Asm looks like us, right? Because that absolutely incredible scene where Emmett sees you as you appear in next to him at the station in the past, and he looks at you and just goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake," and just like rolls his eyes, like he immediately recognizes you, and he's like, "Yeah, you look a bit different, but sure." And other characters think, "Don't you look a little bit like Asm, but with like extra bits?" Like, again, that's a great scene. And again, I hate to say it, but why does Emmett work? it's not because like, oh, Emmett, sit on my face, Emmett, you're so pretty. You know, like, Emmett works because Emmett has a conflicting, like, almost antagonistic style personality that adds drama to scenes and adds intrigue to scenes while being a fleshed out character with their own thoughts and feelings. Or, alternatively, we got Lion Goku. Yay! And the problem is you can't just keep rolling out the Emmett card, you know? Okay. You know, that's not gonna work. You have to do other stuff, but... Adam's a bit of a troll, yeah, for sure. Like the whole vineyard thing with, you know, in the past or whatever. Like, there's some funny stuff with that. It would work on me? Yeah, to be... Yeah. They think you're one of Adam's familiars / creations. Yeah, they do, because, I mean, immediately Emmett recognizes your aura, which you've been told he's no one is as good as he is at, like, recognizing souls. And so immediately he sees you. One, he physically recognizes you. Two, he recognizes your aura and just, like, goes... The funniest thing is where he looks at you and just goes, nope, I'm not even dealing with this. I don't care what it is. I'm not having anything to do with it. I also think, with Endwalker, one of the genius things was showing Venar. Venar was fantastic. Alteration, yeah, I'll take an alteration. Venar worked really well. Venar was great. Like, she, again, I mean, everyone knows the scene, right? Where, you know, Ansys plays and she's walking. Like, fuck me. What an incredible scene. I don't think Endwalker as a whole was, I don't think, Endwalker as a whole was incredible start to finish. I think it was a fairly good put together. Endwalker wasn't good to Elpis. I kind of agree. I think it has way too much filler. The same problem with Dawn Trail. Why the fuck is it 1,000,000 hours long when it doesn't need to be? I mean, oh fuck's sake. No, I should have looked. Alright, let's just sit here against an enemy that can't do anything for 10 seconds. Amazed over how Adam, the Wandering Himbo, managed to create such a crazy familiar. Yeah. Although from what I gather from both Venar and from Emmett and Hyflobaeus, love Hyflobaeus, what a king, is that Azim is, well, both Azims, I suppose, were very strong. And even though they were a bit like trollololol, they were good at what they did. They were good at what they did. Because we still don't know what happened to Azim in the final days. We don't know what happened. I assume they're keeping that under wraps for a reason. I'm assuming. I wouldn't imagine that Azim just got fucking sucked into one of the crystals. I assume something else happened to that. It's too big a missing plot point to not be important. Oh, I'd rather not pull any of these guys if I can avoid it. No, they didn't agree with these and they pieced out, yeah. Which Emmett saw as a betrayal. And they took that very badly. I mean, even though while they took it badly, they still held a candle for their friend, which was also cool. I don't know how everyone else felt, but I remember fucking absolutely, like, weeing myself when I saw the Warrior of Light fight in 5.3 with the hand wave. That was another incredible one. Alright, let's sit here for a bit, shall we? Fucking... Oh, no abilities on this floor in particular. It's really annoying. Ugh. I don't mind most of them, but man, the stone... You can't do anything about Stone Skin. You just have to wait it out. Azim lightly fell defending people with the final days happening. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. I can believe that they died. Well, I mean, they didn't, right? Wouldn't they have got sundered? They wouldn't have died, right? They would have got sundered because we're here, so they would have been sundered in some way, shape, or form. Maybe they spoke to Venar about it. Maybe they spoke to Vanar about it. Could have happened in the live stream. That's also true, actually, yeah. That's also true. I might look up a story refresher. The game has stories told in an interesting way. The story is incredible. It's just there's a lot of filler. There's a lot of filler. The actual main story cutscenes are sometimes incredibly well directed, or sometimes really funny. Like I love the scene with Thancred having his dick out with the little fucking squirrel. Like that always makes me laugh. That's a good one. How was the altars? That's new, right, son? How's that going? It's good? Nice. But never mind that. Oh, man. Is this the exit? With no abilities, this will take a million years. We're early on enough that we can... Nope. Slimes die first. Slimes have an enraged that will flat out kill you. So we just need to kill that. Black and white gets auto-modded? What the fuck? Why? That's bizarre. Intuition? Sure. Oh man, Answers is such a great song. That was lucky. Alright. Wait a sec. Gilo. Perhaps it's more deliberate given how strong his shards end up being, especially the source were like. It could be. Again, it could have been a plan. Like, almost like, I can fix this, but not right now, I can't. Oh, we got Rage back. Perfect. Affluence, sure. I love talking about the actual story for this game. Like, maybe not the most recent story, but... Oh, sorry, Holly, I missed one. My favourite part of the Endwalker was the first branching quest where I went to Team Thancred. We identified a very clear threat that had to be immediately addressed, and I had to do some other branch checking out some lowbooks or some shit. Yeah, it's just... They have a problem right now, and I really hope the next expansion is going to deal with this. This way the story plays out right now is messy and doesn't work. Point A to point B, wait, point do this. No, they need more interaction and need more pressing pacing. Like, they've really got to sort that. Split me up, fam, and talk to my biddies on the side. I mean, that sounds kind of like Asm, I guess. I've no idea what lady did the voice acting for Vanar, but the scene where she says, like, henceforth man will no longer fly, they will walk, is just absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. And again, I have a lot of problems with Endwalker in general, but there's some fucking good scenes in that. Gives me the feelies, that does. I love being emotionally invested into a story. I really do. Like, I love getting into it and the intricacies of it, and I like to care about the world it's in. And especially with a story like an MMO, like Secret World does this incredibly well, where you've built up hours upon hours of, like, investment, and then it pays off, and it's so good. It's so good. MMOs are unique in that aspect. They have that time to spend, and when you have almost 10 years of build-up, and that scene with Vanar happens, and you finally see it, you finally see it happen. It works. It just works. It's so good. You know this event. You know how it's happened. You've seen hints of it. You've seen the cave paintings. You've seen Rean do the stance in Eden. Like, you know how it plays out, and then you finally get to see it. Fucking pottery, man. Love it. Uh-oh. Wrath of the Lich King is one of the best WoW expansions. Yeah, agreed. And it works so well because of that, exactly, yeah. You're so invested. Like, WoW's story has never been its most strong suit, But Wrath is fucking strong. It really is. You're personally invested in this. And none of this, like, for the most part, none of this stupid shit where you're like, you're not really involved. You're pretty centrally involved in the story, and it makes you feel really invested. It's great. And then Blizzard kept having Green Jesus do everything afterwards, and it's like, not so great. Like, stop that. Also, was it Brave Little Spark that plays when you're fighting Vinar, and she's testing you? Good shit. Only then to then go for the trial later, and the same moves are playing, and she does the same stuff. Ooh, pottery. Ooh, after all these years. Ooh. Yes, Crystal Mummy. Ooh. There's a Yaoi manga I read. Stay with me. Okay. Alright, I'm with you, fam. Let's go. Where a character is reincarnated as a powerful being, but the previous incarnation orchestrated the events of his death, and the climax of the story is an old incarnation's plans being tried to absorb the soul of his incarnation to take his place and continue his work. That could be cool as a angle. That would be very cool. Conflict, too. Fucking love me some conflict. Give me that shit. That would be very cool. Yeah, what if it turns out that Azim is actually a bad? And then you have to address the fact that you're a bad, in a way? Like, interesting. I like it. Like, we hear all these stories about this, and it turns out, like, they were just deceiving their friends. You're playing Redacted, got to the orangutan, smartest creature in the game. I do a quest. Get a reward of the beach ball. I go to Ape, he immediately eats it. I think Clyke has been playing Redacted, I think I remember him saying. Is that good? Wouldn't Azim have sided with Zodiark? No, because they thought Zodiark was the right thing to do, right? I don't know. Or maybe not necessarily a bad guy, but maybe Azim not wanting to let go. Who knows? Oh, please not another treasure room. Bruh. What have I done to deserve, like, fucking super amounts of treasure rooms in a row? Fine, fuck it. Yeah, Zodiark wasn't inherently evil. I mean, it doesn't help that Zodiark looks like a fucking super goblin. Zodiark's not evil, right? I mean, that's a slasher smile if I've ever seen one, but sure. Alright. I will never forgive Lalafels. I always bitch to John about this. I will never forgive Lalafels for not we should have been able to hug Crystal Mummy. Fucking Lalafels, man. Why they gotta ruin everything? Why they gotta ruin everything? Bonk. Bonk. Everyone? Alright. I think one of the coolest things is working out that you finally find out all along that the way that Zodiark works, it tempers people. Like, Zodiark also tempers people, and you're like, oh shit, right, that makes an awful lot of sense. Like, they're literally designed like that. It's two solutions to a problem, neither was really great. Hiflo, like, started with Zodiark and he's pretty chill. Yeah, like, I don't think Zodiark's evil, it's just that they had an issue and they needed to solve it, right? I mean, to a certain extent, I don't think the ancients were, like, thinking in good of evil in that terms, were they? Old Man Wink playing once again about eating Blue Ball by Lars? Every time, man. Remember my DK? Oh, Black and White 1, sorry. Redacted, remember my DK? What, my Flesh Dig? I always remember my Flesh Dig. When Endwalker started, I actually kind of wondered if Mummy Crystal was actually going to be revealed as being a bit sussy. I just think it was a case of what the most interesting thing is. For the longest time, you think, you know, these are gods, these are you know, god beings who clearly know more than we do, letting on, you know, they made a decision based on stuff. It wasn't. It was essentially two humans making a decision. Both were wrong in their own ways. Like, Venar's decision, like, might not necessarily been the right one. She didn't give anyone a choice in the matter either. She killed a lot of people. She killed a lot of people. She caused a lot of misery. And she suffered for it too, but, you know, there's a lot of misery that went. Nice. Such a lust for coffers. Oh, did I put double pull here? Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, basically the kobolds speak so fucked, they just ignoring everything else. I always think it's kind of an allegory for addiction in a way as well. Kind of works. A free raising? Sure. That particular scene where she's walking, and the final show of that scene is her face covered in blood with her blue eyes glowing like vividly in the darkness. It's such a good one. This game really can do some good shit when it wants to. It really can. And I believe it can again. Fuck, I always forget about that. We're about to get really smelly. No, I'm stinky. No, stinky bunny. Ow, I just washed these clothes. Ow. Ow, smelly. No. Now we're smelly melly. No, I don't want to be smelly melly. Time for a bath. Yeah, smelly. Smelly bunny. Smelly. Do you know the theme I really love is Crystal Tower Battle theme. This is a great one. The Fighting Ads battle theme for Crystal Tower. Oh, we got free strength on the last floor. Nice. If we're quick and we find the exit, we can not. No, maybe that way. I'll check the other way, see if there's anything obvious as well. Rub Old Man Farrah got skin dust on it. Can I buy him from like Lush and like bag him up? Alan, so dusty. Oh. Okay, you're in here, right? Bum 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 bum. Driest man. At least he goes into space though, right? Wow, 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 wow. With any luck, we just kill these two in here and that'll be enough. With no luck, we'll have to do more. Find out. He doesn't go into space? That's a fraud. I always loved the Rocketeer outfit in Secret World as well. It's always nice. Oh no, I'm gonna be smelly again now! Wait. No, we're good. No smells. No smells. I think what undid Emmett was as much as he was tempered, because he knew what he was living as long as he did warp 2. I think so, yeah. I imagine no one lives that long. No one lives that long without getting detached from stuff. Like, it just fucks you up. I mean, he says as much, right? He's like, I lived as you, I died as you, I ate bread, you know, I broke bread with you, I, you know, had children with you, and I still found you wanting. Like, the guy was just fucked. The guy was just fucked. And then you tell the poor guy what happens to him, and he's just like, that is absolutely ghastly, and one of the worst things that could have happened. Like, why would you tell me this? Then he goes, but if I made that decision, I probably had a good reason, and I'd make it again. Like, fucking hell, dude. Literally Dracula. Enjoy, Masik. Have a good ride, dude. I hope your bike's okay. Do 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 do. Oh no, I need to put a song on. There we go. I think one of the most interesting things about Emmett is that scene as well. You tell him everything that's going to happen, and he just goes like, literally shut the fuck up. I don't believe you. And even if I did, I'd do it all again. Because obviously that needed to be done, and I would have had a good reason. Of course, the entire scene at the end of that dungeon is also gold. The fake out, the wink to the camera, kind of like everything playing out. And of course, him not remembering, also very cool. Good stuff. A right fool you've made of me, Hermes. Again, a lot of problems with Endwalker. Like the really important scenes, not one of them. I think they did a lot of good stuff. The only thing I never quite understood, or I assume, right? Emmett says at the very end, he says something along the lines of like, as a show of respect to The Last of Us, we're gonna do, here we go. Is he talking about you, right? I always assumed, this is the way I read it. Because you are the last one, is the way I always understood that. At the end, he has a dig at you and says he still does. I think he does, but I think he's kind of like going, I don't believe you, but, if I do, please sort us out. Like, you got this. Which I like as well. I always assume with him saying, like, that stuff at the end, that's what he means as well. I assume he's talking about Azim at the end, which would make sense. I also think the most interesting thing is, like, with the Endsinger as well, like, I don't think the Endsinger is like, almost a bigger threat than, like, Hades was. And I think that's one of the more interesting things about that encounter as well. Like, you've already dealt with worse, in a way. Like, you're just, if anything, it's like, it's more of the actual situation that's the problem. I mean, even Big Dick's matey says as much, right? He's like, this is it? What's the problem? Just fucking kill it. Let's move on. This is stupid, idiotic, completely impossible. You're a moron. But if it's true, please fix. Yeah, basically. He's too proud to admit that, you could be right, but he's hedging his bets, which is really funny. I kind of want to fish out that scene because it's incredible. Does anyone mind if I put it on? It's a bit spoilery, but we've already been talking about it. I kind of want to go watch it again. It's been a while. That's why, in a way, even though it would only be like, it would probably be us lot, like, right now watching it, because I don't think anyone else would care, but I would love to have streamed Shadowbringers, and this guy is always here. He's always here. He doesn't have Necromancy yet. I wonder if he's doing the same thing I am. Every time I come out of Palace, this guy is here. I'm gonna pet him and then leave. I hope you get your Necromancer, dude. Oops, wrong one. I only put an Alan clip. What? Alan? Alan! Oh, you mean like Dr. Farragut? What do we need to wear for this scene? I think this is quite pretty. We can wear this. Looks nice. Again, spoilers for Endwalker. Like, pretty big spoilers. Fair warning. But it's a cool scene. I haven't watched it in ages. Then I suppose I should phone my father and make sure he's alright. Alan. Alan! We have a bot command for Alan. It's very fine. Oh, I need to put the music on. Anything is just more tragic. Yeah. I think the biggest threat that the War of Light's ever dealt with was Hades. Like, by quite a long stretch. I think that was really a monster versus monster kind of fight. We were talking about it with Dark Souls the other day, that's another example of, monster versus monster. Let's see if I can find it in a minute. It'd be... this one? Let's find out. No. Is that the end of it? I need to find the right one. It can be a bit awkward sometimes. This looks like it.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteion into custody.
Yeah, this is a well-paced, well-directed
Setting
cutscene.
aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Is this Kingdom Hearts? Yes. I've got the Keyblade on my back, can you tell? I've actually never played Kingdom Hearts, so I've legitimately no idea.
I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it.
Elpis was the best bit, I think, of the expansion, yeah?
That they might reconsider their chosen course.
I always like that the
But I,
Ascians/Ancients have the eyes, the glowing eyes. Looks nice.
and that wish will never be realized.
Do you think we're ever going to see Azim's sign appear on our face, like the rest of them? I wonder if they're going to save that for a moment as well.
Become the province of others. I bid you tell me just one thing.
I might enjoy them. They're on, can they get on Steam, 1 and 2?
In those distant stars, was there a reason for living?
Do you know what? Hermes needs a fucking kick in the teeth. I think that would solve an awful lot of problems. Yeah, Venard's hair's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. You get the whole collection. Oh, cool.
Our search as per your instructions.
Oh wait, is this the bit where she goes spooky?
We scoured historical records, communed with the spirit.
I haven't seen this,
of
I
the
don't think,
deceased,
since the...
heard the final testaments of the dying.
I wonder if I should put spoilers into the title.
Shadowed hearts into our own.
Spoilers in case you just jumped in.
One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity.
To be fair, without context, this is a bit, like, it's a bit spaghetti in it, to
They
be fair.
renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife. And in so doing,
This is Melly Melly, by the way.
societal collapse.
Enjoy your Melly Melly.
One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people.
You are maidenless.
They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former.
I do enjoy Emmett going... you can see in his face already, he's like, this is not going to end
One
well.
race had concluded that
The bird's got
time
stank,
and
yeah.
time
She needs a
was the
bath.
root of all woes.
She got marbled.
Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated.
For fuck's sake, Hermes, you made a bird and gave it depression.
They gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only...
Oh, sorry, all praise R'Allah?
They found joy lost its savour in the absence of sorrow,
All hail R'Allah.
and lost their will to live.
Praise.
Though worlds apart,
There's a really funny...
these people
There's a really funny
shared
scene where you get to, like, have a race against R'Allah in space. It's really good. It's actually genuinely quite good.
that they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived.
Melly Melly just needs someone to, you know, give runes to. It's fine.
Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice.
Hope you can pay for that skin.
We lend our voice.
Margot's Fortuno. Yeah, it's great. And you can hear it when he talks. Anthony Howell, right? I think his name is. Foul tarnished.
Beautiful Etheric.
The guy who plays Shadow Lord, he's the same guy who plays Shadow Lord in the Alliance raid as well.
Cruel yoke.
The loathsome Dung Eater. The
There is no
devious
need
doo-doo
to
devourer.
struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation.
Who gave the bird nihilism?
Know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering.
That's the thing, I never really streamed much of the cutscenes of this game. The story really is good. It's a lot of cool stuff in this.
Ever louder and ever clearer.
This was definitely a banger.
That our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star.
Fortunate's a dickhead, he needs a slap.
Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Atheris.
Maybe that could be a future FF Saturday stream series. You could replay the story. I wonder if people would enjoy that.
You to decide our fate, to decree we live or die.
I do like. I actually, one thing I always really enjoy, by the way, I love MMOs with like character model limitations and they have to make cutscenes out of them.
Have you lost your mind?
I really like it.
You heard what she said.
Secret World does it as
She
well.
means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
Like clever positioning of models and stuff and making them do stuff. I think it's quite nice.
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed.
I am the Bruce Willis. Yeah, exactly. It makes it really interesting that you know they've been quite creative with the models. I like it a lot.
That we too should be discarded.
That is sophistry, and you know it.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. But who is to say that you are right?
Self-fulfilling prophecy, this one.
Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer.
MSQ scene sounds good, so you're sewing buttons, Fafner. That's also very true.
A judgment on man's fitness.
I guess you could always skip the cutscenes or whatever for the unimportant stuff.
If
Keep the
he
pace.
can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be.
I actually don't like Hermes too much as an antagonist. I think he was mostly just a bit of a wet flannel and means to an end.
If not, he will perish from the start.
Yeah, using the replay
As
main
with
story
all
quest, yeah.
determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness.
This is cool.
Kairos, awaken!
A big machine that wipes memories.
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command, universal memory alteration. Target area, Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point.
Sorry, I probably have the volume too low for this, really.
Arrival of Emmett Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present.
Oh, the ARR Plus story is terrible, isn't it, at the end of it? It's
Replaced
dreadful.
with a vague
Dreadful.
recollection of the following.
The new lighting actually looks quite nice with this.
Preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos. To Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus.
Oh yeah, he's Hythlodaeus, not Hythlobaeus, I always forget.
Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence. And all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
I'm shocked that anyone allowed him to build a memory alterating machine.
Initializing. 3%
Feels like the kind of thing that should get you in jail.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer.
Stop agreeing with him, Hiflebears.
Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met,
Oh, the bunny's so pretty.
it will all be gone.
It does seem like a weird thing to have.
Go.
I feel like Hermes is gonna say like milady and wear like a fucking fedora after all this, you know? Like it worries me a bit.
Where none can reach you.
It's like Chad hiding in the name. Fucking Chad. We don't like him no more.
Won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
I think Smelly Melly here does a good job of making the bird seem quite sinister.
This ends here.
Fucking Fanar.
Fly, Meteor!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Again, they're doing all this with the in-game models. It's very clever. I think they do a really good job at making it, you know, not look like a super stiff MMO at the end of the day. It still has that sort of MMO smell to it, but it's pretty clever.
To execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure.
I think Hermes just needed some therapy, but because that doesn't exist in this world, he ended
No
up
matter what,
spiraling.
you cannot forget what happened today, for it is the key to saving your future, your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with, not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits, and no one else can.
This entire section saved Shadow, saved Endwalker pretty hard. It was really dragging, but
with your memories intact, and I will see that you do.
also Hifledeus is a Chad. We love him.
Where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Did we just get mansplained? Yeah, he's just like, listen here, girlie. Look at that doggo. Fine doggo.
Almost. Very well then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Oh yeah, seeing that they're best buds is really fun. It works really well. Man, I forgot how good the scene was actually. I really like it.
One's gotten away.
It's dramatic.
Process complete. One remaining to execution.
It's got a nice bit of pressure to it. It's got some
No
good
time
stuff.
for brooding.
Fantastic voice acting.
Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Oof. That's gonna leave a mark. Yay!
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their
Oops, let me
way
just,
towards nothing, 'twas clear the
love when a plan comes together.
I'm quite incapable of destroying.
Well, the thing is, they know
I
they
must
know
confess.
who you are, though, right? And they know what the person
Gambit
they
brings
are is
few
like.
words.
So
Though we
they've only
were
known you for a day,
accustomed
technically,
to
but they've known
Emperor's
the other you for a
implication
lifetime.
into The antics of an incorrigible associate.
Which is what they're saying there.
Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement.
Oh, it's all coming together now.
Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen.
Dog.
There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
Yeah, proper great scene.
Go Argos!
Love me some conflict and actual interesting things happening in the story. Man, what happened with that? Bomber, dude. And the other interesting thing you learn earlier in the story is that only works, memory blocks like that only work while the subject is alive. It dissolves after death. Which seems a bit pointless and redundant until later on when you think like, huh. Nice. Did I sell anything useful? Oh, I did sell some stuff. What we got here? 370? Oh no, 497, nice. 496. Ah! 496. Man, God, watching that game was great. I haven't seen it in a while. I've not seen it in a while. That was really good. Fucking fantastic scene. My retainer's Nelson, yeah. She's cute, isn't she? Like a hat. Imagine dying and reminding of all your cringe all at once. That's basically what happens to him, isn't it? He just goes, ugh, he goes, right, fool you've made of me, Hermes. And this one's a little dragon girl. Although the hat's a bit unfortunate. $9.3 and 1. There we go. Need to collect my dosh in a bit, but yeah, that's just... Oh, I forgot how good that scene was. Damn. Damn. Incredible. Incredible. Love it. Absolutely love it. So much fun. Oh yeah, Sadu doesn't... Yeah, because Sadu's too aggressive for it, you know. Man. Oh. It's things like that actually remind me while I enjoy it so much, I think. And occasionally, like, Dawntrail tried to stomp out all that enjoyment. It desperately tried. Dawntrail's sitting there, like, and you're like, can I please enjoy you, Final Fantasy 14? And Wook Lamat's just, like, slapping you in the face every 2 minutes. Like, no, you cannot enjoy this. Psh, please, Wook, just a crumb of good story. No! Psh, But occasionally you get to remember, because Emmett comes swinging in with his big dick. I'm like, we got this! Here's the cool story. We don't want no cutesy ooh emotes. We respect and rep our Sadu, crazy woman. You've told me 20 more times. It's that meme that came out when Dawntrail came out, right? It was like, talk to Wook Lamat, and it was just like, oh god, please. It's the final boss of the fucking game. Talk to Wook Lamat. I don't want to talk to Wook Lamat. Leave me the fuck alone. They've really got to change that. That's got to be one of the things they change. For sure. Has to be one of the things they change. You can't just have talk to next person, talk to next someone. Please, seriously, someone on the design team, go play World of Warcraft again and show us what you can actually do with some interesting quests, please. For, like, in between talking bits would be fine. Have characters talk to you while you're doing stuff. Crazy, I know. Yeesh. Anyway, overran a little bit, but I think it was fun to. I think it was a lot of fun to, watch that. Oh, I'm glad we did watch that in the end because it was nice to remember how good that was. So thank you, everyone. I'm gonna go phone my father in a second, see how he's getting on, and then I will see you tonight for Phantasmagoria 2. I think we'll do that. If they have a new writing team, it's whatever. But they gotta send home. Don't make your DMPC the main character. Yeah, it's they. I don't know what they were thinking. I genuinely don't know what they were thinking with how that played out. I really don't. I hope they've learned their lesson, and I hope they've learned some valuable stuff from the blowback they've had and the negative feedback. Because again, all I want ultimately is for the game to get better. That's all I want. You know, I don't want the game bad. Yes, I like game bad. Like, Scandal good. No, I want game to be better. Game being better would be fantastic, please. Thank you. There's nothing good to come out of game bad, you know? Nothing good at all. Now you're going to bed. Good night, Holly. Sleep well. And catch you later, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'll see you soon. Hi and bye, Enter. Take care, everyone. Bye.